Morning everyone, and welcome back to my vlog, and welcome to any new followers. My name's Jenny and this is my channel, Jenny Loves to Sew. So I thought I'd come on today and do another pattern focus where I talk in more detail about a pattern that I've recently made. So today I wanted to come on and talk about what I'm wearing, and this is the Isca shirt dress. So that's the pattern. I will insert an image of the full length version of it because it's difficult to see what it looks like when I'm sat down, so I'll do that now. So if anyone's been following me for a while, they may have seen my April Makes video, and I actually did a trial of this in that, which is just here. So that was that one. Yeah, so it's taken me a while to get round to making this because I loved this so much. Floral isn't really normally a pattern I'd go for. I bought this fabric basically because it was cheap. It was £2 a metre, and I knew I wanted to do a tester for this dress. But yeah, really pleased how it turned out. So yeah, worn that several times already. So the pattern it's an Isca shirt dress, and it's by Marilla Walker. It's not a pattern that I was actually familiar with before, a pattern company. I knew when I bought this fabric, I knew that I wanted to make a shirt dress, so basically scoured Instagram looking at all the shirt dresses, and this one came up several times. I liked the look of it, so I decided to send for it. There's two versions, so you've got version A, which is the one that I've gone for, which is a traditional shirt dress, and then version 2, although it's called shirt dress, I'd actually call it more of a wrap dress. It's got a draped front. Haven't done that one yet, but I probably will have a go at it at some stage. It's classed as intermediate level sewing pattern, but I think if you're a confident beginner, the instructions are so well written on this that I think you could actually do it. It covers pretty much everything. It gives different methods of doing your seams, so you've got lapped seam, French seam and plain seam. It also covers how to do a full or small bust adjustment, which I think is a really useful little set of instructions. Yeah, that's quite concise. There's 3 pages telling you how to do that, and yeah, just really nicely put together. So for making it, I went with my body measurements, which is what I always do when I first start off with a pattern. So I did the size 4, which was on my, this was actually worked on my high bust, because it's also got high bust measurement as well as the bust measurements. So I went with my high bust measurement, so it was a size 4 for the bust, and then I graded it to a size 5 on my waist. And it's pretty close for the fit. I did make some adjustments. So on my trial, I did an extra centimetre in on the side seams, and lengthwise I had to chop it off at about, I think I took about 5 inches off. I'm only 5'2", so that's a common thing for me to actually take garments up. It does have shortening and lengthening lines. I don't know if anyone else does the same, but I don't think I've ever used shortening and lengthening lines. I know they're obviously there for a purpose. I'm not I say I'm intermediate sewer. I'm self-taught, so I don't know all the rules behind doing things, and I've always found that if I chop it off at the bottom, it's worked. I'll probably trip over myself doing that one of these days and realise that you should really use the shortening and lengthening lines, but if I can get away with it, then I will. So yeah, it's really nicely put together. If I can, I'll show you on this one some of the construction. I'll turn it inside out. So for the shoulder seams, they've got these really nice finishings, which is I think it's called a shoulder reinforcement, which is just a bit of the fabric on the inside that covers up all the seams for the shoulders. So I really liked that. That was something I've not done before, and I think it's a really nice touch. The collar, the undercollar is in 2 pieces. Yeah, that again was a really nice, easy to follow construction. It's not a method I've used before. I've done a few shirts now. I've done shirts for my husband as well, but lots of patterns seem to have different methods of doing things, and I really liked this method of doing the collar, and I think it gave a really neat edge around the around there. I will say on this one, I didn't realise till I actually made this one, the seam allowance for this bit, for the undercollar bit, it's not called an undercollar bit, I can't remember what it's called, but that I obviously got it wrong on here. If you look at this one, it's a much deeper collar part, and it's supposed to be a 1 centimetre seam allowance, which I did on this, but I think I obviously did the 1.5 centimetres on that, because that's what the rest of the pattern is. So yeah, I used various methods for the seams. I used the lapped seams, get my words out, the lapped seams for the side seams. And then for the pockets, I actually did French seams for the pockets, so everything's encased. So it's all neat on the inside as well as on the outside. This one, because it is a toile, I didn't actually finish off around the waistline, but I have done on here, so it looks a lot neater on that one. But yeah, really pleased with how it's turned out. I think it's a really nice fit. It is a looser fitting top, as you can see, but it's easy to scrunch in with a belt, and I think sometimes it's nice not to have the restriction around your waist. I think the hardest part for me was I'm not great at doing gathers. You have to do gathers around here and just at the back, but I think it turned out okay. I mean, most people would say it was fine. I think I'm very critical of myself sometimes, and I know it's not perfect, but yeah, it looks pretty good, and yeah, love it. And the buttons on the placket, if I can show those close up like that. So the buttons I actually got from a vintage charity shop. We went to Leicester, and they've got a huge selection. So I've got these 2, which are the ones I've used for my dress. So those, if you can see, they come into a little peak at the centre, and those ones are more smarty-like shape. So there's those ones. I also bought some red ones, which would have also gone. So there's those ones, and these ones are really nice buttons. I've got a whole jar full of those. And then also another big bag of like a peachy colour. So yeah, I couldn't decide at first which buttons to go for, but I decided just to go for the 2. I think it would have been a bit over the top if I'd used more than 2 colours. So that's my buttons. The fabric I had from, I can't remember the name of the shop, I will try and link it down below if I can find it. It was a shop that I came across at the NEC when I went in March to the sewing show there. It's a really nice cotton linen blend, and it's just got a nice, although it's got structure to it, but it's also got a really nice drape to it. This is more of a crisp cotton, so yeah, I really like the drape on this. And then pockets, of course, really deep pockets, so I love those. I never used to understand what all the fuss was about with pockets, but the last couple of makes, my Burnside bibs and these, have had really deep pockets, and yeah, I'm really getting to understand the joy of having deep pockets now. Yeah, so that was that. as for the pattern, I didn't actually pattern match on this. I was going to attempt it, but it's quite a big repeat between each pattern, and I've got to be honest, I struggled somewhat to figure out how to do it. My mind just wasn't working. It just wouldn't. I couldn't get to grips with it, and I don't think it really matters. I think it's such a busy pattern anyway. I don't think you can tell that it's not particularly pattern matched. And also, I didn't want to waste a lot of fabric, and I think I would have done if I'd have tried too hard to do the pattern matching. So I've now actually got probably enough fabric left to do a little top, maybe a cami top or something like that. So that's the plans for the rest of the fabric. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you're looking for a shirt dress to make, then I'd definitely check out Marilla Walker. She has got another few patterns on her website. So yes, definitely one I'd consider buying again. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please give me a like if you have, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.